Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back. Oh, forgot the timer. Welcome back to Prison Architect, our first prison. We have some visitors coming in, and we should have... here we are. This lovely bus full of new prisoners. I figured I've been kind of neglecting to actually watch these guys as they come in, and it might be interesting just to read some bios while we're, I guess, just sort of sitting here waiting. While we're waiting for them to come out, let's see. Are there any other grants why did we zoom over here? There's nothing going on. You know, just for some fun, we might want to go for this nutrition research thing anyway. Maybe the manufacturing facility, just so we can get some real cash money going in here. Alright, we've got some guys all lining up. Is that everyone? I think so. Alright. Let's see. Dexter Blood Guy Morgan. One of the most prolific serial killers in modern history, Dexter Morgan killed hundreds of people and covered it up using his job as a forensics expert. Sentenced to 6 years for multiple crimes, including robbery, and robbery. Okay. Let's see, he has an ex-wife, a daughter, another daughter, and a father. I see. Mark... Wait a minute. This sounds familiar. There was that show, Dexter, wasn't there? I never watched it much myself, but... Anyway, Mark Bird, sentenced to 12 years for manslaughter. I don't want to look at the light. We have Scott Harvey, 6 years for rioting. He's volatile. Okay, that's good to know. You know anything about anyone else? Let's see. How about you, sir? Duncan Hare. 10 years for carjacking. No reputation that we know about. We are going to want to get some confidential informants, aka rats, snitches. I can't think of any other euphemisms, which is not the right word I'm looking for. Anyway, we'll just move on. Forget about that. Let's see. Artyom? That one's completely wrong. I'll just go with Artyom. Artyom Caviar Baron Gubano. Oh, Gubanov? There's a V there that's kind of being hidden, isn't there? Anyway. Oh, and this is a Russian name, so I've no doubt horribly butchered it, and I do apologize for that. We'll call him the Caviar Baron. Anyway, the Caviar Baron started his criminal way in the 90s in Moscow. After some fails, he arrived in the USA. In the States, he became a symbol of world criminality, but his comrade Sergei Sukin betrayed him, and Caviar Baron was arrested, sentenced to 8 years for assaulting an officer. And we know nothing about him. That's always a dangerous sign. Caleb Papa Jake Boyle. Found on the streets all alone, a local gang brought him in because he looked tough. To their great surprise, he was terrible at everything but playing video games. They decided to use him as a decoy in a big heist, and Caleb was the only one caught. Poor guy. And he was sentenced to 12 years for multiple crimes, including carjacking and perjury. His only family is a father, who, based on his description here, his father presumably abandoned him. And we know nothing about him. Got this cool guy here with some sunglasses. I don't know why we're letting sunglasses into the prison, because I know some of the actual inmates who have been processed are wearing them. But oh well, I guess everyone deserves some luxuries. He has nothing exciting going on here. Stephen Blake. Wait, did we actually read this guy's name? Yes, Richard Bird. And Stephen Blake. He also has nothing exciting about him, and no reputation to speak of. Which is good, I guess. Also, I think I figured out what the problem with the shower is. It seems that if you don't want the water flooding out, you sort of need something like that, where you have... it was basically just this one shower head that's under the camera, and I think next shower time we'll see that make a difference, hopefully. We'll have to keep an eye on this shower as well, since maybe one there, and of course then again, the sort of double system. Anyway, we'll figure all that out as we go along. The important thing right now, let's watch these guys getting processed. Some visitation going on, some processing, still you've been caught, Mr. Blake, which means you're going in solitary. I'm pretty sure we've set you for you are waiting solitary, aren't you? What are you waiting for? Escort to cell. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Where, you know, you get off with a light warning here on your first day in. That's reasonable, I think. Oh, some more. What is that exactly? Medicine. Also, since I feel I should probably try to be offering some tips and advice for this playthrough. Basically, from what I can tell, because I still haven't got around to reading up any actual information on this game, and I'm pretty much playing on instinct alone. Basically, needles, they're narcotics, but as you can see, they're neither smelly nor metal, which means that I guess the only way to find these is if whoever is carrying them manually is searched, and it comes up. These are smelly, so the guard dogs can pick them up, the poison and the medicine. The scissors are metal, so a metal detector will pick them up. And same with stuff like that. Do we have anything else? Whoa, whoa. What button am I hitting that's zooming us out like that? Yeah, same kind of thing here. Smelly, so people can, or the guard dogs can get the cigarettes, the drugs. Apparently booze is neither smelly nor metal, which I guess makes sense. Well, not the fact that it's not smelly. Oh. Matches. Tisk tisk, sir. Oh, and he's being carried away. Okay, you're going to solitary, right? Yes? Yes, okay. Let's see if we can turn this guy into a Oh, you're in here, sir. Can we recruit you? We can't. Okay, he's been let out, or something. Tab. What are you doing here? Let's see here. Suppressed. Character. Biography. Oh, you're suppressed as well. Can we make you a confidential... Oh my, you poor man. You have no chance of success, apparently, of behavior therapy. I feel bad for you, Joe the Fraud Vanderkerchov. We know nothing about your character. Oh, biography. Joe was investigated for tax fraud on the day of his arrest. Joe tried to burn all of his documents, smashed his PC, and killed some of his co-workers who knew too much. During that process, he also killed a tax inspector and 2 cops. Wow. Yeah. 12 crimes, including manslaughter, other manslaughter, so the double manslaughter, I guess. I wonder how... He must have had a good lawyer to, I guess, work this down from homicide to just manslaughter, which, if I recall, is lower... Alright, I probably shouldn't be talking. I don't know enough about legal terms. But I'm pretty sure manslaughter is lower than murder. And who are you, sir? We're just letting you out? Well, it seems we did not manage to recruit anyone. Can we figure that out? I'll have to look into that, make sure that I actually know what I am doing. Room quality. Why is this not even 2? Oh, because it's unoccupied, I guess, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Entitled to grade 1. Occupant entitled to grade 2. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Yeah, the number on the right is what the grade of the room actually is. The number on the left is what the inmate is actually deserving of. I gotcha. That's actually really interesting to know. So this guy must be some maximum security guy who deserves to be in, like, solitary or something. Or we could just take away his bookshelf. But we're not going to do that. That doesn't sound very nice. How about the laundry distribution? Is everything going okay there? Why is laundry being Oh, right, the whole block, I guess, is basically what that's all about. Okay. Why is there no laundry being distributed down here? That doesn't make any sense to me, but... How about food distribution? Okay. Now, there's someone in solitary right now? No. Alright. Emergency... We haven't needed that so far. Oh, informants. Okay. So as far as I can tell... It's in here somewhere. You know, maybe just to test this out, you, sir, we're gonna randomly chuck you in for 12 hours of solitary. Also, do you happen to have an interesting biography? No, you don't. So, you don't have an interesting story, and that's why we're punishing you. Oh, wait, you're also about to be punished. Where are you going? Okay. Slow down so we can look at you. And we clicked off him for some reason. Okay, you are being suppressed. Let's just kind of follow this Mr. Bolton. No exciting story. How about you? Okay, you're almost completely suppressed, so I presume... I'm pretty sure it's in here. If, like, a prisoner is completely suppressed, you can recruit them. But I'll want to look into that and make sure I actually know what I'm talking about, so I'm not giving out faulty information. Because no one wants that, I don't think. And let's see here. Alright, are you ready to crack and join our intelligence committee as of yet? Do you want to go in there, sir? And, alright. There's not an option to just, like, right-click on the door and... No, there does not appear to be. That is unfortunate. I figured there might be a way to just... Anyway. But there is a lot I still have to learn about this game. I should probably... As I've said before, I should probably take a bit of a read and... Oh dear, that's horrible. Only 1% have been fed? Is that today, or just in general? Alright, let's get some more tables in here, just in case that helps. And this prison is going to go downhill very fast, I think, if we're not careful. Since I'm not convinced we actually have the capacity... Let's just stick every table in there. That'll do. Maybe get a bench in there. I wonder why some of these items are highlighted. Is that like an indication we need more of them? Oh god! Man, they are packed like sardines in there. Meanwhile, there is... The actual big canteen is not getting anyone in it at all. Alright. Well. I guess the next thing to do is slowly expand out. Blast! Wait! Wait! I'm sure you were ready to crack. We'll punish you again. Another 12 hours in the hole. Put him back. And we're going to find out how... Yeah, see, we're just moving you from one solitary cell to another. In fact, I'm pretty sure that wasn't your cell. Oh, and I think we missed today's shipment of inmates. So, that's unfortunate. Are you almost suppressed? Well, we apparently found drugs on you, so... Guess you were getting into some trouble there. Alright, everyone... we are kind of getting into a situation where everyone's just miling about here. And that concerns me a little bit. Okay, this requires an entrance. We are not quite ready to blow this up yet, so let's see. Alright, so I think... Actually, you know what we could do? And we've already spent a whole bunch of money on this, but what if we make this another yard? Okay. And then all this will fill in with more cells, and maybe we'll actually get a workshop type thing going here. But then, the workshop requires a forestry department, so... I don't know. I mean, we could buy more land, that is true. But the question is, do we want to? Because remember, the goal is just to get a bunch of money so we can actually build the dream prison. You guys haven't actually got around to demolishing this yet. Something like that? Okay. Alright, so... let's slow time down. Get ready to demolish the walls, because it's almost, Oh, we'll wait until it's time for sleep. Regime. Kind of tempted to turn this to a digital clock, just so it's a bit easier. Alright, it's almost 10 o'clock. It's either 10 or 11. Yep, we're at evening lockup, so getting all the prisoners in. Okay. So, we'll blow that up like that. Actually, wait. Cancel that. Because this is a really narrow hallway, and I don't want to encourage people traveling down there unless they absolutely have to. Okay. Alright, everything is slowly filling in. Okay, so we're going to slow down now. And I actually would like to... Okay, how are we going to do this? Like that. And like that. And this is going to become the new yard. Foundation. Delete. Oop. Bulldoze. We want this to be outside. Oh yeah. Turn that off. We'll have two entrances to this particular yard. And hopefully everything works out just fine. Nope, someone was found with drugs on him. Also, let's just do a shakedown. Okay. We'll slow down time a little bit and continue to build up. How close are we to capacity? Okay, we are starting to get close to capacity, but at the same time... Actually... You know what? No. We're going to put all this on a different grid. New power station. We will build the extra capacitor here, but this new place will be on its own grid. And I do know that... above all else, do not cross the streams. This power line should not touch anything on that power line. It's that simple. And if we keep it that simple, everyone will be happy, and nothing horrible will happen. Okay. Actually, let's hold up here, because I might want to do something crazy with the cells. Okay, let's see here. So something like that. And then we'll just change things. You know, I should consider making a protective custody wing, now that I think about it. Yeah, if I do that, I can squeeze a solitary cell in here. Wait, I don't want to go too far, because I think we'll build some kind of... Oh, what just happened? Okay, it was just that building. Alright. Everything is alright. Nothing has gone horribly wrong yet. There's always, whenever we start a big construction project, I get just a little bit nervous. Which I think is completely understandable, because we don't want things to go horribly, horribly wrong. And what do we want here? First of all, we want a nice large jail door to go right here. Because this will be a completely isolated block. It's its own little place. We want some metal detectors, if we can find them, for people coming into and out of the yard. Just in case they're somehow getting something in there. Actually, do we have a system where people can avoid metal detectors entirely? Well, to get into any of the important places, I mean, we could do something here by the entrance, which might slow down production a little bit, but since there are some things here, yeah, I think that's what we want. So we'll put something like this. What was that? I don't know by instinct all the little sound effects just yet, so I will be freaking out just a little with some of these things. Now we could, I suppose, consider blowing out the shower. We want to lock this open. Which again, I believe these do automatically shut themselves once, like if I were to go into lockdown. I could test that theory. Okay, that is in fact what happens. So keep that in mind if you want to, like, section off your jail. You know, just put these doors here, lock them open, and they'll automatically close during a lockdown. So nothing can possibly go wrong. Also, building all these capacitors was probably completely unnecessary. But, on the other hand, better to be safe than sorry. Because we really don't know how far we're going to take this whole prison before we decide where... Are you serious? Well, that's awkward. Okay. Actually, no, we just need to dismantle... Wait, cancel that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wrong thing entirely. Dismantle, and dismantle. How did I do this? Okay. That'll be a never solitary room. Demolish the wall. Yes, we want to demolish the wall. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Was there another fight? Okay. I hope no one died, is all I can say. What am I doing here? Demolishing walls, that's not what I want to do. What? No, wrong. Light jail door. We want to dismantle it. And then we'll put a wall there. Lovely brick wall. Okay. Alright, we need utilities. So we run the water to here. And then hook up those toilets. Because Nothing makes prisoners angry like not having access to running water. We want to make sure that our eventuals... I probably have far too many solitary confinement cells built here, but... And at least this way, there'll never be a situation where people can't be put in solitary. I want you to be solitary, you to be solitary, you to be solitary. Now we just stick some solitary doors in here, like so. And some toilets, because we don't want prisoners to be unable to go to the bathroom when they're locked up in my inhumane extended periods in prison or in solitary. We have an outdoor light. We probably want some more outdoor lights. There we are. We'll try to space these ones out a little bit better than in our upper yard. Something like that should do. I'm happy with it. Oh yeah, we probably want to actually designate that as a yard. Alright, give me a second, I'll see it. I just stare closely enough at the screen, my mouse is probably hovering right over it. I know I have 1 yard, so let's see here, staff room, chapel, reception. Oh, there it is. This will be the ugly yard. Maybe we'll add some grass to it eventually, maybe we won't. I haven't decided yet. Let's see. Weights bench. Get a couple of those in there. I think that's the right way to face them. Something like that. Let's have them really jammed in there. Phone. Phone tap. Oh, I didn't know we had one of those. What does it do? But we don't really need that, so we won't worry about it for now. We're still missing out on stuff. What is this? Utilities. Alright. Just... Whoa, no. That would be a terrible idea. Alright. Now to wrap things up, we want some cells on the other side of the hallway. Something like this. And I'm not sure yet what we're going to put back there, actually. There, that works out. Okay, so far so good. One long brick wall. Oh, I'm hearing something. Why is... Come on, guys! Why are you doing this? Okay, what's going on here? No. Okay, well, no one died. That's the important thing. Wait, you, sir. The big guy. Richard Lacey. You're not a snitch or anything? No? And you're not an angry man, so that's not why this terrible fight started. I guess prisoners are just angry about something. I guess back there in prison, but they made their choices in life, so, you know, they have to pay the price for, well, whatever they did to get in here. Okay. So... we have a pretty good setup going here. I have no idea what we're doing with this. Or this. But we do need a capacity of 200. I mean, I suppose we could do something really crazy and somehow squeeze prison cells back here. I don't really know why we want to do that, but we could. We probably want another kitchen canteen. So, something like that. Tempted to make this all... Alright, so... Oh, what now? Why is everyone so angry? I don't understand. Of course, we could make this like a really long, narrow... Actually, no, I think I said narrow right the first time around. And someone is flooding... What's going on here? What's happening? Oh well, if we just pretend nothing's wrong, then maybe nothing will go wrong. So we'll do something like this. Another canteen. This will be the kitchen. This, I think, will be a new common room. With more chairs in it, so that people can deal with their alcoholism. Let's see, we'll actually plan with sort of an alcoholic support group thing right from the beginning. Something like that, I think. Nice little circle so that everyone can be friends and talk about their problems. I think they'll like that. Okay. Probably want to stick a camera in there. And one in here. And one in here. Also, this episode's getting another fight. Oh god, someone died. What happened? It was a snitch, wasn't it? Who died? Guys? No? What? Wasn't you? You didn't do it, because you were in prison and in solitary at the time. Who's dead? What happened? I don't know what happened. Alright, so on that note, clearly our prison is slowly descending into some kind of hellish state. We still have a pretty good valuation, so that's good. Thumbs up for that. And... okay, we have pretty much everything. We're not going to worry about the legal process. No prisoners have any rights in this prison. And with that, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked the video. Consider subscribing to help build the channel. And I will see you next time.